Hey, Push Run Nation, Dr. Dave here with another great shoe review for you. I have my New England Patriots favorite coffee mug here. No days off, one of Bill Belichick's favorite sayings to the team. And for me, definitely no days off this week. A lot of content being pushed out. Today, we're taking a look at Saucony's new shoe, new marathon shoe out. This is actually, I believe, the first new marathon shoe to hit the running market this year. As always, with all the shoe reviews I'm doing, we're going to be looking at the weight, the lockdown, the upper, the ride, the midsole, the fit, the comfort, the price, durability, and comfort. How does it feel on the foot? First of all, I absolutely love the neon gray. Everyone needs to be wearing more neon. So let's do a deep dive here and see what we have to look at. All right, so to start things off, let's take a look at the weight. Saucony is saying a men's 9 is 7.2 ounces and 204 grams in a men's size 9 US. Women's size 8, 6.5 ounces or 184 grams. In my men's size 11, US 11, Euro is 45. Size 45, let's take a look and see what my men's 11 is. 229 grams. And US 8.1 ounces, 7.2 ounces for men's 9, 8.1 ounces for a men's 11. So weight, very light, 8 ounces about. Next, let's take a look at the upper. As you can tell from the design, here you have openings, very breathable mesh here. You have those openings on both sides. This is a very breathable, if not the most breathable shoe on the market, or even ever to come to the market the way Saucony put this one together. On my feet wearing this, because the upper, even though it's a manufactured kind of plasticky type material, reinforced, it is very meshy with noticeably, don't know if you can see my finger through there, but you can see right through it. So that tells me where I am in the deep south in the United States, come the summertime in races, this is going to be the shoe to wear. I felt absolutely no rubbing on my feet, no blisters on my feet, no hot spots on my feet. Even though it is a plasticky engineered mesh, there's no stiff rubbing. It's still pretty pliable and soft. So I really don't think anyone's going to have any problems with this unless you're running with no socks on. The overall ride on this shoe, now, keep in mind, this shoe is made for racing specifically. It's not a training shoe. It's not a track shoe. Unless you're doing upper limits, upper speeds, you don't want to wear this. If you're running in this shoe in a tempo run, a slow run of any kind, this is going to feel like bricks. The shoe just will not perform for you. Much like any carbon-plated shoe, if you're not running at top speeds, don't wear it because it's not going to do anything for you. So keep in mind, this is a race day shoe. So let's go on to the midsole. We have a very cushy midsole, stiff, but let's take a check with the Sure C durometer to test the softness or hardness of the foam. Let's get a couple spots here on the heel, down the bottom. I have 27 in the middle. I've got 30. Checking back on the heel and a couple spots, 25, 29.5 on the very rear heel, 29.5. On the forefoot, get a little stiffer, 36, 35. So I'd say in the front, we're looking at 35 on the heel. I'm getting 27.28. I know other people have get average of 37, but that's what I'm looking at right here. Pretty soft ride on the heel, little firmer for me in my testing on the forefoot. And you definitely feel this with that bouncy ride that I felt. I've worn this in 5K races, which have been my last 5K races I've run it. I've worn this shoe specifically. And in the last 3 of those 5, I've set new PRs. My previous PR last year was wearing the Nike Alphafly. So you can tell where this shoe falls in the lineup of the top shoes on the market today as far as responsiveness and bouncing. The foam midsole on this shoe, a little bit firmer than you'll find in other Saucony shoes. It is a different type of foam and it is a little bit firmer, but you also, with the geometry of the shoe, and the testing Saucony put into it, they have found that they really dialed in the proper firmness of the foam to provide the most responsiveness. And through their testing on a wide range of runner types, not just elite, they've found that this shoe returns about 95% of your energy. So your energy that you're putting down into it, 95% you're getting back. And you definitely will feel that in your toe off and your pop, your feeling in your knee. On the outsole underneath here, you do have the decoupled groove. In the middle here, you do see the power plate, carbon fiber plate, but that's deep enough in that groove that if you're running and get a stone stuck in there, it's not going to damage the bottom of that carbon plate. You will see in that groove part of this upper band. So that this band comes around both sides and actually goes underfoot. So that tells you that that is adding a lot to your lateral stability and locking your foot into place, into the shoe while you're racing. Putting this on, you definitely will feel a cupped in feel because of the softness of the upper that's just going to grab your foot. On the stack height, Saucony is saying they're looking at, in the men's size 9, 39.5 millimeters in the heel and 31.5 millimeters in the forefoot for an 8 millimeter drop. All right, let's take a look underneath. Saucony has put on there their top XT900 rubber, which for me, running on dry pavement, concrete, and in one of the races, it had rained the night prior to the race, so there was a little bit of moisture on the pavement, but I did not feel any slippage whatsoever. It's a very thin layer of rubber on the forefoot and on the heel in the most critical spot, but I've probably put on here already 50 to 75 miles between racing, warm-ups, and cool-downs that I am not seeing any signs of wear and tear at all on that rubber. So I'm thinking this shoe is going to be good for at least 200 to 250 miles, no problem at all. So that's it for durability. For the fit and comfort, as I said, for me, I felt no hot spots on the upper at all. Cradled my foot in perfectly. For a race day shoe, I'm not looking for any fantastic comfort level. On the toe guard here, coming around, it is reinforced with a welded-in toe guard, so that is not open mesh right on the front. So again, in the fit and comfort, you're looking at this shoe specifically for the races. You don't want to wear this again for training runs you may be going on. Lastly, let's talk about price. We all know where the prices are today with carbon-plated top-tier running shoes, and Saucony definitely didn't disappoint in that department. For most outlets online, This is priced in the U.S. at $274.95. And if you're interested in looking at the shoe further and possibly picking it up, check the link down in the description. There's a link for Roadrunner Sports here in the United States. Let me know down in the comments what you like about this shoe. Do you have it? Have you tried it? What experiences do you have? Let me know. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up to like the video. It helps the channel out, helps us build up the channel. If there's other reviews you want to see me do, pop that down in the comments and let me know. So, Dr. Dave for Push the Run Nation. We'll see you out on the streets, the roads, and the trails. Run on.